Hey, bud, you plan B. You plan B, man. That's how it is. You know how you know why you plan B? Because you put yourself in the position for plan B. Now, Mikey Garcia and Bob Crawford, what do they have in common? They've been wanting to Manny Pacquiao fight. They've been asking for a Manny Pacquiao fight. Okay, what is Manny Pacquiao doing? At this moment, we're not sure, but he fought Matisse, um, Vargas, Broner, Keith, Thurman. Um, in any of those fights in between, he could have fought Mikey Garcia. He could have fought Mikey Garcia. Plain and simple, right? Mikey Garcia has always been there, basically, okay? So that fight could have happened. Now, what happened with McGregor? McGregor lost his fight. That was supposed to be the fight that Manny Pacquiao wanted because he never fought an MMA fighter, whatever. That didn't happen. So we went straight into what? After Kell Brook and Crawford fought, I got to keep reminding you, they both sat there. They both stand up after the Kell Brook fight, and Crawford was successful. They both, Bob Arum and Terrence Crawford, stand there and said, we was trying to get that overseas. Okay, blah, blah, blah. We cover that, right? Because that's facts. I'm not making this up. You saw that, the post-fight. You saw what they said. They both said it. Like I said, if one said it here and one said it there, I won't believe them. But both of them said it at the same time, so we Gucci, right? Whatever. So now, it wasn't successful. It did not go through. Fine. Didn't go through. So, what happens now? Manny Pacquiao. He went on, whatever, blah, blah, blah. If I can remember. I can't remember. I'm trying to speed this up. I got shit to do. Next thing you know, they're talking about a Mikey fight. Fine. But I'm just saying, no Mikey fight. Then again, we went with this Crawford fight, right? Oh, sorry. We went with this Ryan Garcia. I'm getting it mixed up. We went into Ryan Garcia. After the Ryan Garcia, right? After Crawford came Ryan. Then after Ryan came Mikey. Then after Mikey, it came right back to Crawford again. Right back to Crawford again. So what happened? Well, we're speaking about this moment right now. They over yonder, and they trying to make a deal with investors. Crawford gets 10. Manny Pacquiao gets 40. Fine. Whatever. Okay? Fair or not fair, it is what it is, but Crawford is putting himself in a position. Manny Pacquiao is not grabbing him by the ears and say, come on, do what I say. Let's have facts now. Mikey and Crawford been dangling around wanting a fight with Manny Pacquiao. Simple as that. It's not Manny Pacquiao wanting to fight with them. It's them wanting to fight with Manny, so don't get it twisted. Fine. So, Manny Pacquiao comes out and say, well, you know what? And I agree with him in a way because time has lapsed. See, this is the problem here, that people is not listening. Get the wax out your ear. Listen to what I'm saying. Like I said in my last video, after the Keith Thurman fight, if you had told me that he's going to fight Mikey Garcia, I would have been like, yo, you stupid? Manny, what the hell are you doing fighting Mikey Garcia after you just fought Keith Thurman? Go into an Errol Spence fight and go into a Bud Crawford fight. That's facts. That's common sense. Go straight into it. But what happened? We had a pandemic in 2020. Shit got shut down. Manny Pacquiao been out for about almost 2 years now. In the late 2020, people started fighting. People started having fights and so and so. Everybody else got wet. Kell Brook and Crawford got wet. Spence got wet. Everybody got their fight, their last fight. Manny Pacquiao didn't get a fight yet. Fine. Now we in 2021. It's either he's going to take Crawford or Mikey Garcia. But people keep forgetting. Crawford wasn't plan B. He was plan A. He was the first plan. I mean, let's read between the lines. Mikey's always there. A Mikey fight is easy. That's easy work to make, right? Isn't that easy work to make? Okay, so why in the world Manny Pacquiao is going over there with Barbarian Crawford to make it fight, which is so hard. Manny Pacquiao is trying to, and recently Manny Pacquiao said, I'm looking for greatness. I'm looking for a legacy fight. So people getting mad about how Manny Pacquiao's calling Bud Crawford a plan B. Abort, abort, abort. But he was plan A in the first get-go. Because look at all this time wasting trying to make this situation. All we had to do is say, you know what? Let's just get the Mikey fight. And I will understand it because you've been out for a long time. Let me repeat myself, I do not understand it if you beat Keith Thurman and went straight into a Mikey fight. I wouldn't understand it because you're looking for legacy. So you could have fought Spence or you could have fought Bud. But you're still on the right road with the Bud fight. But if it don't happen, you have a plan B. Okay? Now, things are opening up in Texas. Other states are following that. Other states are following what's going on in Texas, right? So now, can that fight with Mikey happen in Texas? Well, hell yeah, it can happen in Texas. Is that fight a warm-up? Get the rust off for Manny Pacquiao? Hell yeah, that's a rust off fight, right? Warm you up. So when Manny Pacquiao say, Crawford, you plan B, he made me say, you know what? Man, you're a good fight. You're a bigger fight. But let's test the waters. Let's see if it's cold, lukewarm, or hot for the first fight. And if we do get that fight with Mikey, let's get it in Texas. Let's see what's going to happen. Okay? Because things are opening up now. I'm not making excuses. It's just making common sense. Big fights, legacy fights, need big gates. Okay? That's it. So, hey, I'm not trying to say, take people's side and shit. I'm just trying to make common sense of it. And I'm trying to tell you, if it was after Keith Thurman and he fought Garcia, I would have been like, hell no. Look at some of my videos. I ranted about, I don't want a Mikey fight. I don't want a Mikey fight. But time lapse. And he's 42. He was just turned 42 in December. 42, the man does need a warm-up, and he does need a touch-up. Get it together, nigga. Get it together before I smack you. So, now, people are saying, oh, well, let me ask you a question. When I ask you a question, what happens, right? How many people want to go see that fight with Mikey Garcia and Manny Pacquiao? Raise your hand. Oh, what'd you say? What'd you say from the United States? Oh, you don't want to see that fight? But you're not the only one out there that's talking that ish. Oh, matter of fact, you are the only one out there that's talking that ish. Because the way I see it, Mexicans is going to go see that fight. Okay? And Filipinos is going to see that fight. And the whole world is going to see that fight. Regardless if United States, you don't like it. Boxing fans, if you're not interested in it, well, go sit down in the corner, turn your head, and don't look. Or turn the station. Fine. But you can't turn the whole world off. Okay? You can't turn the whole world off. Now, since you don't want to see it, fine. Life goes on. Philippines, Mexicans, and the whole world knows Manny Pacquiao because he's worldwide. Okay? And Mexicans, regardless if they think they're going to lose or they're going to win, they're going to represent their country. That's the way it is, man. That's the way it is. So if you don't like it, fine. But guess what? The casuals, Todd, we're going to have a fight today. Let's have a fight party. These idiots, sorry to call them that, but the casuals, which people are trying to draw in, right? Because things are opening up now. So, you got to fight? Oh, look, come over and chill. Yeah, that's how you're going to get what you don't expect, numbers. So I do believe Mikey and Manny Pacquiao is going to make some good numbers, regardless if the boxing fans don't want to watch. I mean, they don't want to pay for it. Fine. Casuals, they'll come over, bars open up, buy the fight, whatever, pay you a little money to get in and see it, whatever. Okay? The arena's open, a gate is open. So this is what I'm talking about. touching the water and see if it's cold or lukewarm. Now, if it's lukewarm, well, guess what? What did you lose? You didn't lose that much. You still got numbers. You still got paid. And you had your touch-up. So now, it's lukewarm water. Let's move on now. Let's move on. Because he has a second fight, and he did say that. He said he wants a legacy fight, and then he said he has 2 fights for the year. So we still on point right here. Ain't nothing changed. So I don't know why everybody's bent out of shape about this. And Bud fans, I hate to hear you say that Manny Pacquiao is ruining the sport. Who is bringing Manny Pacquiao in? Look, Crawford could make his own legacy. He could make his own era. But they keep bringing Manny Pacquiao back in. All this time lapse, Crawford could be trying to figure out how he's going to fight Errol Spence. 60-40? 60-40 of what, though? 60-40 of what? Okay, we don't know the numbers, but people are saying there's a lot of numbers between these 2 fights coming together, but we just hear 60-40. Well, you get a direct payment of $10 million fighting Manny Pacquiao. Is that enough? Maybe it's not enough. No, maybe it's not enough because you're a champion. But it is what it is because your side ain't know how to negotiate a fight. That's it. Because look, Mikey got $7 million from the Vargas fight. Where you think he gonna get now? Fighting Manny Pacquiao. Who knows? And how much Manny Pacquiao? He ain't getting no 40 fighting on Mikey. But understand, Crawford wasn't plan B at the get-go. He was the plan A. That's why all this time been lapsing. All this agenda of finding investors in the Middle East and making this thing work. So maybe they're still trying to make it work, but they're saying, you know what? We're going to hold that fight because guess what? Terrence Crawford could be like, I have to negotiate with my signature and re-sign with Bob Arum. Maybe that's the best time for me to take the fight with Manny Pacquiao. Terrence Crawford fans. Yeah. Think about that, right? Because he's got October, his shit is up. His shit is up. So what's up? Maybe he said, well, maybe I could be that legacy fight, that second fight at the end of the year. Maybe. So we don't know. We don't know. But for now, boy, you're plan B. Because if it ain't happening now, time is a wasting. Time is a wasting. This is March. My man Manny Pacquiao is already working out. If we're going to do something in May, something got to be announced. Something got to be announced. And if he wants 2 fights in a year, ASP, something's got to be announced. So if he's looking at Mikey, I'm telling you, Mikey was the last resort. And people not seeing it that way. Your mind's got that shit twisted. He is the last resort. Because he could have fight Mikey instead of fighting Matissa. He could have fight Mikey instead of fighting Keith Thurman. He could have fight Mikey. He could have fight Mikey instead of fighting Broner. Okay? Broner and Mikey are 4 division champions. So, like I said in my last 2 videos, what's the problem? And Mikey beat Broner. So if Manny Pacquiao decides to pick Mikey, what is the problem? That's 1. 2, time is a wasted. It's been 2 damn years since this man had been fighting. That's 2. 3, he's just turned 42. Father Time is always going to win. Never been defeated. So if my man wants to get a warm-up, if my man Manny Pacquiao, a Division 5 lineal, 4 decades, the oldest champion, welterweight champion to do it beating Keith Thurman, well, hey, he can do whatever he want. Yeah, I'm telling you. And the only reason why he could do whatever he want? Because Crawford, a champion, is running behind him. Is running behind him. If nobody was running behind him, then Manny Pacquiao can't do what he wants. Because nobody's like, you know what? Let me make my own legacy with Spence. Same thing with Spence. All of them, I keep telling you, all of them said I want to fight Manny Pacquiao. So who sold out their era? I'm tired of talking like a skip record. That's why I haven't done videos for the last 2 weeks. The last 2 videos you saw, before that, it took 2 weeks for me to make a video because I'm like, yo, I need to see this. I got to find out who's fighting who. And if they ain't making no fight, I'm not making no video. I was hard-headed like that. But now I'm here that Manny Pacquiao called Terrence Crawford Plan B, and that's what he is right now. But y'all getting all mad and shit. Abort, abort, abort. Oh, man, y'all need to fucking just don't listen to what everybody say. Figure shit out. Crawford still could be there in October or November or December. His contract is up with Bob Arum in October. Okay? Negotiations could be better at that time. We don't know. But all I know, my man, Manny Pacquiao got to get back in the ring and dust that rust off. That's it. And even if the United States of America, people, boxing fans don't want to see the fight and they talking about, I don't want to see the fight. Just remember, you got a whole world around. Okay, you got a whole world. And you got in that world the Philippines. And in that world, you got the Mexicans. And when they come together, we're going to work something out. Simple as that. We still going to get numbers. Now, is Mikey a bigger draw than Crawford? Is Mikey? That's a question I'm asking you. Some people say, hell no, hell no. Mikey is not a bigger draw because Crawford's a champion. But numbers talk. Numbers talk. Bullshit just flies, man. Bullshit and opinions just fly. Like a fart in the wind, man. So, listen. How I feel about numbers with Crawford and Mikey dealing with Manny Pacquiao, I don't know. Because we got to touch the water and see if it's warm. We got to have a stadium. We got to have a gate. Right? So we will see. But until then, please, don't put nothing on this on Manny Pacquiao. Because like I said, every time I'm going to remind you fools, Manny Pacquiao didn't want to be in this era. All he wanted was Mayweather. No risk Mayweather. He's not money Mayweather. I don't care if I say this shit every time. I'm going to say it every time like how you be saying Manny Pacquiao got knocked out 3 times. And the last time he got knocked out was from Marquez. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it every time. Manny Pacquiao did not want to be in this era. All he wanted was no risk Mayweather. He's not money Mayweather. Because if he was money Mayweather and he's coming back to fight Logan Paul or whoever or whatever, instead of fighting Logan Paul, he would fight Mayweather. They both fought in their 40s, early 40s. Mayweather's 43. Manny Pacquiao just turned 42. That's how it goes. Hey, the fight would have been here. Boom. If Mayweather won, fine, he won. And that's the end of that. If he loses, well, he could double his worth because then it would be a trilogy. That's how you scoop up all that money. Okay? That's how you scooped up all that money. But he's so into this 50-0. Like he's the only one that has 50-0. And? Come on, man. In my last video, I explained to you about that 50-0 shit. Okay? So back up off me. All right, I'm done, man. I'm making this short. But Crawford, you all plan B right now. Here's what it is, man. And guess what? If shit works out, you might look like plan B, but you could be plan A, but you're going to be the main attraction in October. So think positive. That's all I'm saying. But you got to test the waters and see how it goes. That's it. Come on, man. Yo, have a nice day. I'm done talking with y'all. Yeah, I'm done. Bye.